Welcome to Electrathon, a competition in design and engineering where builders race their own electric vehicles. And it's not just for the pros. High school students across the Bay Area race to compete, including teams from right here in Polk County. And there's one class which propels towards lanes without limits.
My name is Freddie Beck. I'm the treasurer and publicist for Electrathon of Tampa Bay.org, which is a nonprofit group that was put together basically to be able to offer school students that were in STEM programs such as auto mechanics, computer science, engineering, an opportunity to apply their academic learning to a practical hands-on STEM application.
STEM and Electrathon are hand in hand. You got to design the car, you got to build it, then you have to sit there and make sure it runs and it's safe.
The competition paves the way for students to enhance skills in math, algebra, physics, computer science, and business management.
It was STEM before we knew about STEM.
Electrathon founder Ken Fialos realized its application to STEM students, so he brought the competition to life in 2008.
For one, it was relatively economical. It had the allure of being for every child.
It wasn't long after that, Electrathon of Tampa Bay drew in teachers seeking real-world experiences to line up with classroom curriculum.
We just went to our schools and we talked to teachers who were really interested in a hands-on approach to STEM, and it just took off from there.
Mulberry High School's engineering teacher, Todd Thuma, saw the opportunity and knew he had to take it.
First one's third, second one's second, third one's first, fourth one's first, fifth one's first. Knock on wood, we keep doing that. We're trying to form an umbrella academy between automotive and engineering and robotics. And I thought our work with Electrathon would be a great way to bring engineering and automotive together.
The race tests technical skills, leadership, and luck.
I'm just meaning, so if we can beat 86, then we'll be okay, I guess.
We're not going to beat 86 in the first race unless somehow we pull out 10 laps out of us.
Why don't we swap out people? Alright,
so everybody can get a chance. It doesn't matter if we win or not.
I'd rather just have, like...
It's...
I understand it, but...
Oof. There we go! There we go!
You good?
Let's go. You guys good? You guys need any help? Okay. I think he just literally shot his battery right now. I can't laugh, it's bad.
Mulberry, Simmons, Brooks, and Leonard. Mulberry had 88 laps, and they won the first heat.
What goes on through my head behind the wheel, watch my mirrors, and I'm okay. I'm okay. And just breathe.
So there's all kinds of things that come into play to make a competitive car. You can only run one set of batteries in one race.
They decided to put the batteries on the side so it evens out the weight, because one of the biggest problems we had with the other car was the weight distribution.
I'm worried about the turns for the race, because you take a turn too sharp, you spin out, you flip.
Part of that design is aerodynamics and rolling resistance. The cars all have electronic motor controllers on there that can be programmed. The gear ratios are different, the driving techniques are different, the battery management is different.
I'm just hoping that we don't pop a tire again.
Popped tires, flipped vehicles, and engine failures challenge drivers on the track. But for the Mulberry team, conflicts are always seen as opportunities to grow.
I've seen improvements in some of the children's lives because they were able to belong to something. They didn't have to be 6'3" and run the 40-yard dash in 10 seconds. They could be part of something. So I did see kids open up and blossom.
You learn through adversity, through problems.
When we lose, we like, okay, so what went wrong and how do we fix it?
We basically adapt.
We don't really have to win to have fun. I recently have gotten onto the team, but even then, they weren't what they are now. Now they're more communicative and they work together, they don't argue like they used to.
The passion that I have for doing all of this kind of started with this class.
I didn't know anything about this class or anything. I just kind of got thrown into it, and I heard about this class and I thought it was a really good opportunity, so I took it.
Then I started thinking, well, if I can learn the hardest part of the car, I can just make my own car.
Since my first race, I believe I have grown as a person by doing stuff step by step and doing it fast and efficiently.
I believe that they can bring it from a hobby, from a once-a-month Saturday thing, to like a professional tournament type of thing. I really believe that they can do it because they're getting better every time they do it.
I want to make my own car and going into the open league so I can continue this, but on the adult level.
We've got 2 or 3 of our racers are former students from our high schools who are now racing again as open class grown-ups. So it had to have been fun or they wouldn't have come back.
The skills and knowledge gained in competition push students to become the industrial athletes of the future. And now, the Mulberry team is that much closer to passing class industry certification exams that will expand opportunities in technical trades and professional careers. And all their hard work has opened new doors for bigger opportunities in the future.
Next year will be our first year with Engineering 3, and so we will actually do some of the things that we need to do to build a car next year in Engineering 3. We bought this one with the intention of using this to help build our next one. We want to run 2 cars. We're going to give the loaner over to George Jenkins.
So not only will they have the means to build their own car by the next school year, but they've just received word that they're being invited to the big show at Daytona International Speedway.
I'm part of something called the Great American Celebration of Speed, and that's going to be at the world-famous Daytona International Speedway. As part of our event, we're inviting the great sanctioning bodies of the world. Everybody's familiar with NASCAR and Indy and the Rolex cars and Formula One and Formula E, which is electric cars.
They're also inviting Electrathon. Here they will be able to immerse themselves into the world of racing and listen to symposiums led by iconic figures in the industry.
This is something very, very special to us because we're looking towards the future. You take Mulberry High School and the things I've learned about it. Here's kids sitting at home playing video games. You guys are out there doing things. You're the future of it.
A future generation getting their start right here. And as aspiring students, like those in Mr. Thuma's class, search for new open lanes, they can someday look back and remember the place that started it all. One facet, one race, one lesson at a time.